Okay, so for this multi-step equation practice, I want to give us a fraction that's a little bit more difficult than the previous one. So I want to give us x plus 3 over 5, and let's tack on a negative 4 and set that equal to 1. So remember when we're solving equations that we like to think of it as reverse order of operations. So we're going to work from subtraction backwards rather than the parentheses forwards. So the first thing that I see is a negative 4, which is subtraction. But, you know, addition and subtraction are interchangeable, so you might think that, oh, well, maybe I can add the 3 on both sides. But let's leave that 3 alone because it's part of an entire fraction, and it's not really a 3. It's actually a 3/5, and that's actually an x fifths. So let's clear out the negative 4 first. So the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. And what I do to one side, I always do to the other. So negative 4 and positive 4 cancel out and equal 0, and 1 plus 4 equals 5. And we can bring down the rest of our equation, x plus 3 over 5. And now I want to get rid of the denominator here. So again, we don't want to get rid of the 3 necessarily first because it's not really a 3, it's a 3/5. So what we want to do is get rid of the 5 first, and then we'll be left with some nice whole numbers. If you did want to do it the other way around, you could, but then you'd have to also get rid of the x over 5, and that'll just give us a few more steps. So for the sake of fewer steps, let's just multiply out the denominator. So 5 multiplying out by 5 and 5 by 5 on that side. So these two are going to cancel out because it's not really 5 times 5, remember, it's 5 times 1/5. So then the 5's will cancel out, and then we'll bring down our x plus 3 over here, and we'll solve this over here. 5 times 5 is 25, and we're left with a one-step equation. So the last thing that we need to do to isolate our variable is get rid of the positive 3. So the opposite of a positive 3 is a negative 3, so I subtract 3 from both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0, so those cancel out. 25 minus 3 is 22, and we can bring down the rest of our equation, and our final answer is x equals 22.